got you into basketball initially, like first coming up?
I got introduced at Roberts Park, basically. Playing outside was playing with the older guys. And, I just fell in love with it from there. I didn't play nowhere else. The first league I played in was at Roberts Park, and then I transitioned to playing in the boys club. And I think all that stuff helped momentum, and because you're playing against older guys, especially on that side of town, they don't care who you are. Especially if you're a kid, they're gonna treat you like a kid if you let them. Yeah. But I was able to, find my way, and I took that with me over to Wakefield.
How was it developing all through high school? What was your height initially entering your freshman year of high school?
I was barely 6 foot, so I was around like 5'11", like my freshman year. 5'11", 6 foot. I played JV, and then my sophomore year, I kind of shot up about 1.5 inches, so I was around like 6'1" and some change. And that's when I started blossoming, because we played my freshman year they won states, so they automatically got a bid to play in the Glaxo. That next year I was on varsity, and I was struggling all the way up till we got to Glaxo. And once we got to Glaxo, I had two really, really good games. I had one good game against Woodbridge, that was out of Virginia. They had some really good D1 players, and then against Greg Paulus. And then I had another good game against Tazza Mitchell. So from there, I just built on that. And then everything else started to come in, my jumping ability, my strength. But it was all work at the same time. It wasn't nothing that, God gave me as far as talent-wise. I had to get it out the mud. So I just kept working every summer and trying to add to my game every summer. When I graduated high school, I just turned 17.
Yeah.
So my birthday is in September. So most kids is 18 graduating. So I was 17, and my mom didn't think I was ready to go to college. So we went around to I had got an offer from VCU, Coach Grant, and I wanted to go to VCU, and they could have got me in there, but he thought it would be the best idea for me to go to prep school. So I went to Patterson Prep School. I played with guys, Courtney Fortson. I played with really talented guys, Chris Turner, rest in peace. Some other guys, when I got there, it was like 30 guys. And I'm talking about 20 going D1, high major. So I'm like, ain't no way. ain't no way. But I had to continue. I ain't had nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
So I finished up at prep school. And I really don't have too many, lucrative offers that, made me want to stay, made me want to go to these schools. So what happened was, and I don't think nobody noticed, I came home. I had nothing. So I had to get a job.
For real? So you came back home and got a job?
I came back home, got a job. I was working at the YMCA in Wakefield.
That's crazy.
Summer camps. And I didn't have it was days that I didn't have enough money to even get back home. We stayed right off Fox Road.
Yeah.
I didn't have gas money to get back home. So I would stay at my friend's house and wake up and go back to work, wake up again, go back to work until I can get a paycheck. And then I can get back home. So and then what happened was I had a prep school coach. Still today, he's my daughter's goddad. Little old white man, short white man. He was young at the time. He's from Minnesota. And he really took me in. So this is what it was. He called me one day. He like, look, man, I got something for you, but in order for it to work, I'm gonna have to go too. So, but I need you to sign because you're gonna be our best recruit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is like September. I'm like, shit, I ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
So I ended up going to Hutch, and I started school in end of September, right after my birthday.
Yeah.
And then from there, I got cleared my first year. I was first team all JUCO, first team in the conference. And once I got cleared, Marquette came with an offer. I didn't even visit. Didn't visit no schools. I just saw whatever I saw on TV, how they was playing. I'm looking at Dominic James, Wes Matthews, Jarrell McNeil. Of course, D-Wade, but I wasn't able to watch D-Wade. I was too young. But when I saw how they was playing, I'm going there automatically. And then from there, things just happened to take off.
How was it when you first touched down on campus at Marquette? Was it like a bit of a culture shock being out there? It's based in Chicago too, right?
It's about an hour So it's like an hour, what am I say, hour south. Yeah, it's like an hour, hour north from Chicago. I didn't know. I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to hoop. That's all I'm thinking. I get there, they say the school is Catholic. I'm like, what that mean? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Dang.
Catholic. And then the school private. I'm like, private? Like, oh, all right. I guess I'm like, I was at private campus. Like, what that mean? Like, I didn't know. I'm just here. I strictly know Marquette for basketball. Like I said, I didn't visit the school before I signed. I signed, and then I visited the school with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So when I first get there, it's this guy named Lazar Hayward. I think he might be second in scoring, like third in total wins, third in rebounding, and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. He was a dog, like an animal, like where you were scared of him. Mm-hmm. And I just took to how professional he was, like the little stuff. Like I go in his room, whole room clean, got all his J's lined up, got the do-rag, make sure his waves, like nails. He looked like a real pro. He's going to get shots up at night. And his competitive intensity made me want to be like him. And Jimmy Butler was there. And Jimmy just had a great year as a sophomore. So I'm just following these guys' lead, you know what I'm saying? So I knew that I wasn't going to be able to, I wasn't going to have the ball that much. And I had to become a great spot-up shooter every day. And once I got to Marquette, too, another thing, they had a gun. I didn't know. I'd never seen a shooting gun before.
Yeah.
I'm talking. As soon as I got on campus, I saw this gun that it literally passes you the ball with nobody there 3 times a day, every day. Every day, because I've never seen it nothing like that. I'm like, you can get shots up with nobody in here?
Yeah.
Man, I'm shooting on this thing every day. The manager's like, you back again? I'm like, yeah, I mean,
hell yeah, I'm back again.
I can come in the gym whenever and literally shoot by myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, all right, bet. That year, I shot like 47% from 3. I averaged 13 points, 14 in Big East. But I still don't know. I really don't know what that means. I'm a kid from Raleigh. Like, I ain't really understanding. I'm not even thinking draft. I'm really thinking, like, what more can I do?
How was it being teammates Jimmy Butler when he was there? What type of teammate was he?
Jimmy was a great teammate. But Jimmy was a dog. Like all the guys I played with at Marquette were dogs. And I think that's just because of the culture. And when Buzz was there, we were Buzz recruits. Mm-hmm. Buzz looked at us like, y'all gonna have to get this right. Like, ain't no half stepping with him when we was there, because we was his guys. He recruited us. Mm-hmm. So Jimmy was the type of player that would do anything to win. Mm-hmm. Now Jimmy wasn't who Jimmy is now as far as scoring the ball, but defensively he had all that. He was first team. He was all pro defense in college. Like, he could take away the bump, man, on the road and still get the steal on his man. Mm-hmm. So he could bump the roll, man, and get the steal at the same time. I'm like, bro, how you doing that? And even in college, I couldn't beat Jimmy one-on-one. He's literally the only person that I could not beat in college one-on-one.